iRacing is one of, if not the most highly regarded sim in the world. Its realism and competitive nature is unmatched, which in many ways is why pro drivers such as Max Verstappen race in this sim in their free time. But the question you are all really here for, is the competitive nature, multiplayer racing and overall experience truly worth the daunting and infamous costs of iRacing in 2025? Well, that's exactly what I'll be discussing. We'll go over 6 main points before I give my final verdict. Those being the pricing model and costs, the base content, the paid content, the multiplayer structure and its competitiveness, licenses and progression, and finally, the driving model. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. iRacing is very expensive. Well, in comparison to other sims it is anyway. iRacing, unlike most other services, doesn't go off a one-time purchase. Instead, you have to subscribe to the platform. This basically means you pay a certain amount per period of time. I generally do a 1-year subscription, and currently that would cost $110 US. However, if it's your first time, you'll get 40% off. This pricing model does seem daunting, and don't get me wrong, it is. Paying a subscription means you'll never truly own the game and its content. But what it does do is safeguard the experience. It makes sure that anyone racing is active, keen, and looking to progress. Essentially, you're paying for a competitive and active community that takes sim racing seriously. So yes, the prices are steep. Paying every year or month is scary, but it is all there to help create the best sim racing experience for you. iRacing does, however, let you jump straight into some racing after you get the subscription. You start off with numerous cars and tracks, which means you'll always have something to race, even if you haven't bought any new content. And this is the best time to figure out what you want to race in the future. So before you buy any more cars or tracks, have a try at all the disciplines in the rookie class. Try sports, formula, and both dirt types. And then from there, you can make an educated decision in what cars and tracks you want to buy, based on what you liked driving the most. For me, that was the sports and formula series. Now, the time has come and you're ready to jump in and invest in some more content on iRacing. The first thing you need to know and need to take note of is that moderation is everything. There's no need to go out and buy everything at once. But do keep in mind that bulk buying does give you discounts. And if you want to know more about how to save money on iRacing, I'll put a link to a video of mine in the description. But just don't feel obliged to buy everything at once and like every single track on the season schedule. It's unnecessary and costly. Just do what you feel happy with and race what you can. And remember, if there's nothing on that week, you can always do some rookie races. Although, if you've watched my streams recently, then you know that they are quite the chaotic races. Anyway, moving on. iRacing is absolutely superb when it comes to its online racing and its competitiveness. Races are always available with all the series running 24/7. This means you'll be able to hop into a race whenever you want, without any third-party services such as LFM to actually run sessions for you. Alongside this is iRacing's ranked structure. It is probably the best in all of the sim racing realm. Its matchmaking system is impeccable and creates the most fair racing you can possibly get. iRacing's progression system teaches you that racing isn't all about being the quickest. Rather, it's about racing smart, not just fast. iRacing has both a driver rating system known as iRating and a safety rating system. Each of these are tracked separately and are affected by every ranked race you do. This feature is what truly sets iRacing apart from all the other sims. Overall, it just helps you master the art of racing, instead of just being fast on your own. Now last but most definitely not least, the driving model. This is the steepest learning curve for beginners, as due to its realism, it will feel so different to other sims. In fact, you'll most likely spin it so much, you'll get sick of it. Until you start to keep it on the road. Then it turns into one of the most satisfying sensations ever. The feeling of nailing a lap while pushing the car to the limit is beyond incredible. The feeling of pulling off an overtake, when you know one little mistake will cost you the entire race. One little lock-up, one little slip of the rear, and it's all over. This is the undeniably most irresistible part of iRacing. In other sims, it's easy to get into bad habits because the game lets you get away with it, due to there being more arcadey nature. But on iRacing, you'll be punished for those habits, and that will make you learn much quicker on what to do and what not to do. These skills will then translate into any sim you race on. So that is it. Those are my 6 points on iRacing, and I guess all that's left now is my final verdict. Is iRacing worth it in 2025? Yes, it is 100% worth it. If you have the money and time to invest into iRacing, there would be nothing I'd recommend more than to subscribe and get straight into racing right away. The level of immersion it offers is unparalleled to any other sim. Its constant race availability, competitive racing environment, and ranking systems make it incredibly enjoyable and something that never gets old. However, if you're just looking for a casual game to enjoy with friends, then maybe look elsewhere, such as Assetto Corsa, Competizione, R-Factor 2, or many of the other racing sims out there. As someone who's been on the service for around 2 years now, I can tell you I've had some of the best experiences and moments on the sim, even in a non-competitive environment, such as battling friends in open practice sessions, taking part in Week 13 chaos and unranked racing. And in my opinion, it is by far the best racing experience you can possibly get. So if you've got the time, got the funding, and are ready for a full-on proper racing experience, then 100%, without a doubt, get on iRacing. But now, if you guys have enjoyed, make sure you go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, where I have a Road to Pro episode 13 coming out later this week in the GT4s at Suzuka, so you don't want to miss it. But I'll catch you guys next time.